Society and Daughters of Bilitis were small and mostly underground. Raids were common, firings ubiquitous, dignity absent, and shame plentiful. It was in this landscape that Barbara Gittings stood tall and fierce. Beginning in 1958, Barbara was a true pioneer for the LGBT community and for our community all over the world. That year, only 3 years after Brown versus Board of Education, Gittings founded the New York chapter of the Daughters of Bilitis. 15 years later, during a turning point in psychiatric medicine, she and her oft partner in making history, Frank Kameny, successfully advocated the removal of homosexuality from the list of mental disorders published by the American Psychiatric Association. And in 1965, Gittings, along with the other hero we honor, Frank, marched in the first picket lines ever in the United States, standing up for an end to discrimination against lesbians and gay men. They picketed in front of the White House, the U.S. State Department, and right here at Independence Hall. Imagine what it must have been like, the courage that was required to openly carry a sign declaring that you were a homosexual in 1965 in this country. The men who agreed to picket had to wear suits and ties. The women who participated dresses, heels, and pantyhose so as to look employable by the federal government. Reactions from passers-by varied. A tourist witnessing the demonstration remarked, "I don't believe it. Someone's got to be kidding." A stunned high school student pointed out, "They all look so normal." And then he came out 10 years later. It was Gittings' perseverance in the face of professional and social adversity that made her a pioneer and a landmark leader. I had the great good fortune of meeting Barbara on a number of occasions, and we honored her at NCLR's 26th anniversary gala in 2003. Barbara was larger than life, but she was warm and humble. This was a woman secure in what she had contributed and who exulted in our continuing advances and emerging leaders. She was generous with her time, her humor, and that great laugh. Barbara risked her reputation, career, and future fighting for the most basic dignity and protections for the LGBT community. Barbara died February 18th, 2007, at the young age of 75 of breast cancer, not far from here in Kennett Square. She is survived by her partner and the love of her life of 46 years, Kay Tobin Lawson. Somewhere now, perhaps with Frank Kameny and Del Martin, and most recently, Ronnie Gilbert, they are singing. Barbara loved to sing. They are swapping stories, and they are watching us now and remarking on how far we have come so fast, due largely to their sacrifice and commitment. But because we know Barbara, we know she is also thinking about how much more there is to do. But because of what you did, Barbara, we are going to finish the job. Thank you.